Sometimes I think I'm plain stupid. Seriously. People around me usually perceive me as a fairly intelligent and knowledgeable guy. But listen to this. In 2006, I bought a Dell Inspiron 6400 with Windows XP on it. It was a good machine for its time. Not with great specifications, but it was okay, and I really liked its somewhat spacey design. I mean, look at it. Well, let's get to my stupidity. I used this laptop as a secondary computer since I was always a stationary PC guy, and I still am. Anyway, years went by and the good old Inspiron went into oblivion. I mean, the only time I would use it was when I was traveling, so I would use it strictly as a movie or TV series player. A few years ago, I installed an older version on Lubuntu, and as I said, I only used it for watching movies and such. Now, 3 months ago, I switched full-time to Linux after being a long-time Windows user. I used all this time to get to know Linux much better on my main workstation. Then I got an idea of buying a secondary computer, be it a laptop, just so that I could install a Linux distro on it and play with it in order to learn more about Linux. So I went looking and watching some videos, and I almost bought an used but highly respected Lenovo X220. And then a couple of weeks ago I got an epiphany, or realization that I, the fool, already had a laptop. A good old Dell Inspiron 6400. A bit later I remembered that I even had an old MacBook Pro lying somewhere around, but that's the stupid story for some other time. But since my Inspiron was an old machine with pretty ancient specifications, I ordered a set of RAM units, so I actually doubled its memory capacity from 1 to 2 gigabytes. I also bought a new SSD, but I installed it in the said MacBook, so more about it in some other video. The Inspiron was ready to get inspired, so I researched a bit what distro could it get, and since there is a limited number of Linux distributions that still offer 32-bit versions and desktop environments that are fairly lightweight, I finally settled with the Linux LXDE. So let's see how's that working. And here we have a desktop of Linux LXDE. It looks pretty well. Right here we have weather, app, and here's the menu, accessories, file manager, calculator, Pluma, editor, text editor, an XPad, note, app. Here is the file manager, PC Man, FM. It's okay, not my favorite. My favorite is Nemo. And we have Pluma editor. It's okay. Editor, pretty minimal. However, I prefer Z. Audio and video, we have Audacity, UVCV view, Parole media player, simple screen recorder, my favorite screen recorder, and XF burn, burning CDs, if that's your thing. Games, we have this version of Klondike. As you can see, I am a master in solitaire gaming. I'm so fast, light cannot see me. What else? Games, keyboard, graphics, we have Mirage, Pinta, edit images, document viewer, internet, we have Chatzilla, never used it, Fire FTP, Pigeon Messenger, and SeaMonkey browser. It is okay. Works fine. Here's the Danish radio website, my favorite news website. some news about whatever. Oh, climate changes that maybe got the first superpower of the world to collapse, and that was the Assyrian Empire. So the drought, and the great temperatures in the world probably played a major role in the collapse of the Assyrian Empire that was placed in the old Mesopotamia, Iraq, Syria, Turkey area. And it probably collapsed politically because of the climate changes at the time. Pretty good news, if you're asking me. What else? We have AbbeyWord. AbbeyWord was my favorite app to, for writing when I used Linux or tried Linux 10-15 years ago. It's fairly lightweight. Of course, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of a LibreOffice or Microsoft Office, but it is quite good. As you can see it here, Linux LXLE, good for old machinery. And so is AbbeyWord. What else do we have? We have Dictionary. I like Dictionary. You can always look up the word that you maybe don't know. Let's see what puppet means. Yeah, it means a small image in the human form, a doll or similar figure moved by the hand or by wire in a mock drama. A marionette, a wooden actor in a play. The upright support for the bearing of the spindle in a lathe. I installed Ranger. It's a very good file manager that you can use in your terminal. I'm not an expert in Ranger, but it's fairly good, especially if you are good with VIM. It's very easy to get around once you get it. And then we have some wallpapers in LXLE. These are very good. Look at this. There's some European landscapes. This is in America, I believe. Then we have some, the sun wallpaper. Oh, Arbeit macht frei wallpaper. That's some Holocaust thing, Auschwitz. Then we have Indonesia and Japan, wood from Japan, and some countryside, probably in England, and some beautiful wallpaper that is Europe. Here we have in Italy, Dolomites, and Sydney wallpaper, Germany, Bavaria. Here's the London and the Cubes 3 wallpaper that I'm using currently. And we have some Braganza wallpaper and some United Kingdom scenery, Cha-ching, Formosa Boulevard, and we have some Dragon Bridge wallpaper. European architecture, yes, it does look like that. Pretty fine. And some evening in the Alps. Very nice image. We have some tulip garden in Holland. And forest waterfall. France. Roof cabin in Norway. That is nice image. And we have some helicopter tour image from New York City. Hong Kong cityscape, and Hoover Dam in Arizona, US of A. We have some Cologne Bridge, Germany, Lake House, somewhere in the world, Lake Kinnear, and we have a Sky Bridge in Malaysia, So nice. Lake Whistler, British Columbia, Canada. Milazzo boat wallpaper. Monroe Street in Chicago, Illinois. And some old New York City picture. Palmenhaus in Vienna. And the Ponte Sisto, Rome, Italy. And we have some Japan. Here's the Srebrenik. This is in Bosnia. This is actually a very old fortress from, I believe, 13 and 1400. So it's, 15th, 14th century. It was the king's seat of King of Bosnia. And we have street corner here and street lamp and some stunning sunset imagery also here. And we have some Sussex, England picture landscapes. Weather station in Brocken Harzen in Germany. Wild sunrise and Wyoming landscape. US of A. Yeah. Some very good wallpapers that are in Linux LXLE. And we have control menu where you can change a lot of, settings, security. What do we got here? Desktop preferences. And we have, you can customize, look and feel of Linux LXLE. You can make it darker or lighter. You can make it even look like an old Windows OS. All in all, it is okay, taking into account that it is that it is meant for the older machines. And we have some icon themes. Elementary and GNOME and Lubuntu and Adwaita. I'm using Elementary for a moment. Yeah, I believe that's it. The overview of Linux LXLE that is quite good for older machines, such as mine, Dell Inspiron 6400. That is actually more than 13 years old. So that's it. Peace and out. Are you fucking for real, man? Come on, dude. Don't do this. Fuck this. Mommy, help me. Mommy, 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 mommy.